This video is currently sitting at 6.5 million views and has already brought in over 50,000 new followers to my TikTok account. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process on how to shoot and edit this video so that you can go viral too. And we're going to jump straight into this with first covering the shooting process. So this video was shot entirely on my iPhone 12 Pro Max, mixed with some photos shot on my Sony a7 IV. And the first thing we're going to do is head out together and actually shoot all the content needed. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, so we just got to the location, and pretty much when you're actually shooting the photos for this viral reel, you want to make sure you're using the widest lens that you have. So if you're using an iPhone, use the ultra wide angle lens. But since I'm shooting with my Sony a7 IV, I'm going to be using my 14 to 24 millimeter Sigma, and I'll be shooting it at 14 millimeters. And in regards to your actual camera settings, you want to have a high shutter speed and high burst mode, because remember, your model is going to be doing some type of action pose. So we just got to make sure we're freezing the action when actually taking the photos. I'm also going to shoot vertically because since I know this is going to be for like a reel or a TikTok, all of the videos are going to be vertical. So I'm going to shoot it this way. And yeah, guys, let's jump into it. Okay, so I like to take the photo first. So we're going to actually do it now. So I'll count down for the model. If you can, just a little bit closer. And then I'll come in closer. Again, shooting at 14 mil, and I'm shooting at 1/500 for the shutter speed. So let's test it out in 3, 2, 1, go. One more. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's perfect. So let's jump into the video now. All right, so we've got the photo now. So we're gonna repeat the same pose, but this time using my iPhone. And in regards to the settings, I'm using 4K 30 on the iPhone and then the ultra wide angle lens. So let's just see how that looks. Ready? So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so once you got your photos and video, all you need to do is repeat this same process in a few different locations. And the more locations you do, the longer your video will be. But I usually go for about 5 or 6 different locations. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. So let's jump into the edit. Alright, so we're back in the studio now, and let's just jump straight into the edit. So firstly, I'll be using Final Cut Pro for the actual editing software, but everything we'll be covering can be done in any editing software. With that being said, I actually have a full step-by-step tutorial covering how to edit this exact video inside of CapCut, which is a free editing software for smartphones, which I have linked below. But if you're still here and following along, the first thing I'm going to do is transfer the files to my computer, and since I'm using an iMac, I'm just going to airdrop the video files straight from my iPhone. And then for the photos, I'm just using an SD card reader to transfer the files from my camera to my computer. For the photos, I also did a quick edit using my custom presets inside of Lightroom, and you can pick these presets up if you're interested via the link in the description below. But now, once all of our video and photo files are ready and organized, I'm now going to open up Final Cut Pro, and then I'm going to create a new project with the following settings. So firstly, I'm going to name this project Viral Reel Tutorial, and then since I'm posting this as a reel and a TikTok, I'm going to select vertical for the video format, and then I'll have the resolution set to 2160 by 3840, which is basically 4K vertically. And then I'll also set the frame rate to 30 FPS. Now from here, we're going to drop in our video and photo files into the timeline. So for this video, I ended up going for 5 different poses in 5 different locations. So we just need to reorganize the timeline to ensure the right videos are next to the right photos. And we can do this by selecting a clip with our mouse and then just moving it into the correct position. If your photos have these black edges around them, we can easily scale these up by selecting the clip, and then inside of the video inspector, we're just going to slide this scale all slider until our photo fits the frame completely. Also, if you want to make sure your model is in the middle of the frame, we can click this view drop down arrow here and then scroll down to show horizon. And this will now give us a guide to refer to when repositioning our clips. Now, the next thing we're going to do is drop our music into the timeline so that we can start cutting up our clips to the actual beats of the song. But now, once the music is downloaded, we're going to drag and drop it into our timeline, and then from here, we can start to chop up our video. So for this song, we can see that there are these beat hits every couple of seconds. So I'm going to make it so that at each beat hit, it transitions into a photo. So to do that, we need to shorten down the video clips by dragging in this left side to the point where I want my video to start. And then we're going to bring in this right side to the exact point where my model does the pose. I'm also going to shorten down my photo clip so that it stays up for about half a second. And now if we play this back, we can see we have created this photo freeze effect. So from here, I'm going to repeat this process for all of my clips so they are fitting into the beats of this song. And now from here, I'm going to add the final touches to this video by first adding stabilization to my video clips. And we can do that by selecting our video clip, and then inside of the video inspector, check this stabilization box here. And this will just help make my videos look even more smoother. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a slight push-in effect to my photo clips so that they aren't so static. And we can do this by first selecting one of our photo clips and then making sure this video scrubber is at the start of the clip. And then we're going to tap this diamond icon next to the scale all slider here. Once this diamond icon turns orange, that is letting us know we have now created a keyframe. So from here, I'm going to move my scrubber to the end of the clip, and then I'll increase the scale all slider by about 2%. And now if I play this clip back, we can see there is a slight zoom in effect happening to the photo. So I'll just repeat this keyframe process for the rest of my clips. Now from here, let's export this video out by going up to File, then Share, then click on Master File. And then once this export window appears, tap on Settings and just make sure your settings are set to video and audio, H.264 for the video codec, and the resolution should be set to 2160 by 3840, and the color space should be set to Rec 709. If all of these settings are looking good, then just hit Next. Now once your video is exported, you need to send it to your phone somehow. So if you're using a Mac computer with an iPhone like I am, you can easily airdrop it to yourself by right clicking on the video and then going down to share and then tapping on airdrop. If you're using an Android device, you will need to use something like Dropbox to actually transfer the file to your phone. But now once the video is on your phone, you can now open up Instagram or TikTok and just go ahead and post the video.